We're moving up towards the historic Lurgan Celtic semi-final of the Irish Cup. It's been moved from the Friday night to the Saturday. We've got with us here at the minute Glenavon, our former Glenavon manager, Lurgan manager, Dungannon and everything, Colin Malone. But this is your new home, Colin. Lurgan Celtic, you're doing really well with them, Frankie, at the minute. Great support from the fans, you know. But can we start off by asking you, you know, obviously you get through the semi-final, and Ronnie McFall, you made a bit of history there as well. Ronnie retired straight after the match. When you get back to the club, Ronnie had basically quit. So he was a legend in his own lifetime. Can we talk about Ronnie first of all before we talk about Lurgan Celtic?
What can we say about Ronnie that hasn't been said before? I personally had a very good relationship with Ronnie and a lot of respect for him. Managing in the Irish League is extremely difficult, in that if you don't get the results, you're on the back foot straight away and the fans will be on your case. And unfortunately, for Ronnie's point of view, I felt on a particular day that we played them that the fans had lost faith in him, and that's an awful place to be. And having experienced myself, and probably Frankie as well, you know, it's what happens to managers. It's part of what we do. It's part of our makeup that at the end of the day we're now a day closer to the sack, in every way. Yeah. So we have to enjoy our good moments. We have to really savour them, and we have to be proud of what we can achieve. But at the same time, we have to be realistic and say, you know, it's another day closer. Yeah. It does come.
The fact that he lasted 29 years shows how good a manager he was. You know, he's always such a good lad on the sidelines, you know, and he'd be sorely missed in the Irish League. Yeah. He was a character.
Your own background, Frankie, just, you know, I know this is your third win over Bangor this year, was that right?
Would be, yeah. It was nice to win. I used to manage Bangor, and good times, Bangor, great times. But now I'm with Lurgan Celtic as number 2 to Colin and enjoying every minute.
How did that happen? I mean, did you approach Colin? Did he approach you?
I was actually watching a match up in Glenavon as Northern Ireland under 18 manager. And I was just sitting beside him, and he says, "What are you doing on Saturdays?" I said, "Well, not really, just come watching matches and picking up players for the 18s. He says, "Would you come down and help us out?" And I jumped at it, because you do miss that Saturday afternoon in the dugouts and in the change rooms.
Well, you both played in Irish Cups obviously over the years. You know, I've seen Lurgan Celtic there today, a wee bit apprehensive. They've been on that high where they've been Portadown. I mean, how do you get them back down and then raise them again for the last 3 or 4 days for the Linfield game?
Well, I don't think it's going to be a problem raising for the Linfield game. It's a big game for everybody in the town, and hopefully the town come and support it. So it's actually calmed them down a bit, so that they can cope with getting up into Windsor Park and understand what it's like to play in the National Stadium.
Yeah. Collie, I mean, you'd be forgiven if you went down for the day out. Are you going down to win the game? You talk about playing Glenavon in the final as a joke, but how serious could you be about beating so strong a favourites, to be honest?
I don't think at the minute we're feared of anybody. You know what I mean? I think we play a nice enough brand of football that can win games, and we'll certainly be going to Windsor Park with that in mind. I don't think there'll be any point in going saying we'll try and hold them out for as long as possible. We'll be going there the same way as we went to Portadown, believing that we could win, and I have no doubt that we've just spoke about it again. This is another win. This puts maybe 7 or 8 wins on a bounce now. This puts belief into Celtic that we can do it, and hopefully, as Frankie says, maybe we'll get a few supporters to come and help us on, and maybe be the 12th man, who knows. But it's happened before. You know, I spoke to Jimmy Brown, former Glenavon manager, but more importantly, former Carrick manager. He was the manager in 1976, 40 years ago, and I had a text from him, and he says, just believe. And so I'll take maybe one out of his book. We do believe, and we think that there is a chance.